Turn on your
Hi.
mics. Turn on your mics. Turn on your mics. Okay. Yeah, you guys are alive. You guys are alive. Great.
Hello.
Hey man, what's up? How did you get to know about the show? Like,
So one of my friend, he attended your show and he said कि मनसंजम, you like stand up comedy and तू इतने Zoom shows देखता है, इसका try कर, इसका पसंद आएगा तेरे को. तो I'm like कि ठीक है, अगर आप बोल रहे हो तो try. He's also like, he does a lot of open mics and he's a stand up enthusiast. So he loved your show and that's why he recommended me to see your show.
Now, this is the part where it all goes wrong. Dude, people are having fun. The audience is enjoying. I am having fun. Someone just recommended my show. You know how big that is? At least for me. But it always has to go down, man. And what I mean by that is, have a look for yourself. Oh, wait. By the way, my name is Kevin Sam, your host for the evening, and this is the Sam Wool Show.
So easily cover up.
okay, man, good for you, dude. Who's that on Subin's camera?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So wait, what? Okay, wait. Matt, who was? There was someone on Subin's camera. Matthew, can you please turn on Subin's camera? It was not Subin. It was some. I want to see who's that. Can you please turn it on? Subin.
क्या है बे यार, तेरा हर एपिसोड का होता है भाई. सुबह अपना वीडियो ऑन कर, सुबह अपना वीडियो ऑन कर. तेरे पास कोई काम वाम नहीं है भाई. तेरा शो है, शो संभाल, अपना कुछ काम कर ले भाई. हर
एपिसोड. Who was that on your camera?
His name is Krish.
No, I mean the guy before this.
Oh,
Who's that?
That's just my intern, bro. I hired him. He's a chill dude.
Subin, you know, right? You are the intern on this show.
Excuse me, sir. I am an unpaid employee.
Yeah, that just sounds worse. Anyway, why? So that the guy who just popped out of Suman's camera, that was the creepy guy from the last episode. I mean, I don't know. Why is he here, dude? I banned him from the show. Why is he here on? And where do you even meet these guys, dude?
I met him at a coffee shop, man. Poor guy didn't even have any clothes on. मेरे को बुरा लग रहा था, bro. I thought I'll help him.
Hi, Kevin, sir. I took off my clothes because I was on a date and I wanted to show your tattoos. I have tattoos of your name. You want to see the tattoos, sir?
No, dude, stop taking off your shirt. Why do you always have to take off your shirt? Why do you have to stop? Why do you have to take off your shirt?
Well, because the date wasn't going well. I thought that will initiate conversation.
Of course, the date wasn't going well. If you keep taking off your shirt, how is the date going to go well, man? And Subin, why is he on the show again?
Bro, what fuck, bro? What do you expect? Ki I will do all my work on my own. He's here to do my work, bro.
Subin, all your work is basically. Wait. What exactly is your work? Subin, kya काम है?
I'm just glad to be back on the show. It's so nice to be here. I did not expect that.
अच्छा, he's such a nice guy, bro. तेरी problem क्या है? लोगों से like connection बनाना सीख, bro. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा.
Dude, you were really not there on the last episode. This guy freaked me out, man.
Sir, do you want me to recap the last episode? In the previous episode of All Right.
Why, Matthew? Why do you have to do this right now? Matthew, stop. Matthew, stop. What is this, man? Why is this happening? It takes effort to build this. These people are here. It takes effort. It took me 3 months to make the show, man. And तुम लोग ऐसे बीच में मेरे staff members ही आके ये सब कर रहे हैं.
Every step you take.
Now, why is this guy singing?
Every move you.
Why is
Oh,
this guy
everybody
singing?
sing along. Every time you.
No, why is this guy singing? Why is this happening? Oh, my show, yeah, there's a show going on, yaar. Why is this going on? This is
watching.
Oh, please, yaar, please, just everyone.
Everyone, shut the fuck up. सब चुप हो जाओ, please. Matthew, shut up. Kevin, shut the fuck up. रोना बंद कर, bro. Stop cribbing. And Kevin Sam fan, जो भी तेरा नाम है, bro. Like, stop singing, bro. No one wants to hear you sing. Bro, एक बंदा यहाँ पे शांति से बैठ के खिलौने से नहीं खेल सकता. परेशान कर दिया भाई तुम लोगों ने. अच्छा, okay. Matthew, initiate guest introduction protocol.
Right away, sir.
Wait, why is Matthew?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, Matthew, stop. Guests. No, wait, stop, dude, stop. Guests are not supposed to come. Wait, Matthew, why are you listening? I really need to rewire you, man. And Subin, please turn off your cap. Take your guest, whatever this intern is, take him away and go.
All right, Kevin Sam
really fire
fan. Let's go, bro.
Matthew, put them on mute.
Right, sir.
And I really need to talk to you after the show, man.
You know what? I don't care anymore. I've just accepted it. Every episode, something has to go wrong. Either it's Matthew, either it's my fan page, either it's Subin. I don't care anymore. It is going to happen in the future also. I've just accepted it. I mean, I created Matthew to make things easier for me. And why do I have a fan page? And why is Subin still on the show, man? Can we just move on with the show, please? Yeah, thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, start clapping and give it up for your first guest of the evening, Mr. Raghav Mandava.
Hello, hi. Hello.
Hey man, hi Raghav, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Raghav is already looking so done with everything, man.
No, nothing of that sort, man. I'm not done. This is usually, it's this seat I have chosen because,
You're just very comfortable on the show, man.
no, my partner is very concerned about what's on the backdrop of the video. So like I have to sit in an uncomfortable place and it looks pretty. So that,
Okay.
like, yeah.
How do I put this? So the first time I have not met Raghav, but I got to know about him was when I messaged him about three years back when I started comedy. I hope you didn't look that message up.
I did not. I'm very worried about what I said to you. I really am.
So what happened is when you start comedy, I'm sure whenever everyone starts comedy, people reach out to other comedians saying, "Hey sir, how can I make it into this industry that will eventually
How can I
crush my
comic? How to comics?
How to comic? So I also reached out to Raghav saying, "Sir, you know what? Let's have that message." Or
I really hope I said nice things to you.
it's a very sweet dude. It's a very sweet message.
Like I've said mean things to people as well. So I'm.
Okay.
I've told some people. There have been people. I'm like, yeah, you might not want to try comedy. Like,
What?
Yeah. There have been people. Like it's like maybe this is not for you. So okay. So I hope I said nice.
Clearly, I found you at a good day because hi sir, I'm Kevin this side. And ever since I finished my boards, oh man, this is so cringy. Okay. I have been trying to get a spot in any open mic that is held in the city, but haven't got a chance yet. I shared my problem with Sir Naveen and he asked me to get in touch with you. How could I use your help, sir?
If you sent this to me today, I'd tell you to fuck off. I wouldn't even reply. Like, I'd be like, if someone said this to me today, I'm like, bro, just go stand there and wait your turn. That's what I wouldn't even reply. So anyway, what did I say?
What happened? No, I'll just show you what happened. But what happened in those 3 years? Because the next reply is very sweet. Do you want me to read this or you're going to read it?
I'll read it out to you.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin. Why did I say hey? Anyway, unfortunately, I do not organize open mics anymore. I started again in the middle. So it is a little hard for me to get you into one. What you should do is go to a few, show your face to the organizer and tell him you have come to watch an open mic and would like to perform. And please don't let current lack of open mics in Delhi discourage you. Stage time is hard to come by for anyone. Regards. Okay.
That last paragraph just touched me, man. That's so sweet, dude. You really aren't this person anymore.
No, I am. Of course I am. Look, okay, you can also decipher how much intent somebody has when they send you a message.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And your message reeked of intent, like of desire, right? Whereas some people are, sir, I want to comedy. How?
But that message is the reason I continue. Like, don't get discouraged by the lack of open mics. So that is the reason the show is happening, man. So.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Now, please become successful so that I can brag about you. Please, become a huge dude so I can be like, man.
Yeah, but if you noticed in that message, there was a line saying, I got here because of I'm messaging you because someone else asked me to get in touch with you, and that someone else, ladies and gentlemen, start clapping and give it up for all you got for Mr. Naveen Richards, guys. Huge round of applause. Come on. Oh man.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey man, Naveen, how are you doing, man?
I'm supposed to record my audio on this side. This is a professional show.
Yeah,
I
then
didn't
he
record
asked the-
anything till now, so I'm going to start now. So
Okay.
it's bad audio so far. Now, 3, 2, 1, start.
Hey Naveen, how are you
Naveen
doing, man?
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey! All right. That peaked.
Yeah.
Sorry, the audio peaked. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah. But thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for coming on. And like I said, Raghav, the reason I messaged you was because
The reason Raghav replied to you is because I think you used my name as a reference.
Yeah. The name dropping
That's
certainly
probably it.
helps. Like hashtag nepotism is real.
Yeah, of course.
The name dropping certainly helps.
I never thought comedy would be compared to a sarkari office, dude. Like, मैं उनकी तरफ से आया हूँ, तो
I mean, it's everywhere.
yeah, man. But Naveen was super sweet, dude. So what I'll tell you the whole story. What happened back then was there was this particular mic in the city. I'm not going to name it because you'll know who that guy was. And I was not getting spots over there. I was like just a new guy, and मैं बहुत ही what do you call chord? Naveen, do you know what is chord?
Desperate?
No, it's like
Okay.
it's
How do you-
like it's
how
like
do you-
you're your own like it's like you're your own gang and you walk around like you're a gang, but it's
Yeah, you full of myself.
like
Yeah.
it's
Over
arrogance in a way.
optimism.
It's kind of
Okay.
arrogance in a way, but like it's
Okay, got it.
a little different
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I used to walk in there and be like, "Sir, spot." And one day, the organizer there was some other comic, so he gave me a spot, and I thought, now I'm a comedian. And then the next time I went, and that organizer just looked me in the eye, and I could see it in his eyes saying, "Oh, fuck off, go away." And this happened 3 times, and then I messaged everyone, dude. And Naveen was like all the big names back then. Abhish, Kenny, Tanmay, and Naveen and Biswa were the only one to reply to me. And both of them told me to go to Raghav. Like both of them actually told me to go to Raghav.
Yeah, because I'm trying to guess which comedian snuffed you off, and I would have probably imagined who would have done it then. I was like, all right, you need some Raghav loving up in here. So I sent it to you. Yeah. You need the warm cuddles of a Raghav.
It's a gift and a curse. It really is. Everybody's like, Raghav will help you out, and Raghav will help them. I will try my best to help you out.
It's
And
true,
that's
it's true.
it. Like I'm like,
The
yeah,
weight
man.
of the world is on his weight of the Delhi comedy circuit is on his shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's done a whole festival. So, of course, like, there's a lot of it.
That's true.
It's a lot of work, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I really care about the city. That's basically what it boils down to. Is that
Yeah, totally.
I think it's fucking is my
Yeah, I mean, when he throws a festival, his priority is that all the comedians come there and have a good time.
Yeah,
More than the festival.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's good. Because for us, the only reason comedians do festivals is it's like a little school excursion. You know, where you're like, hey, we are my friends. It's the same friends, but in a new location.
It's an off-site where you get
It's
to
an offsite.
perform.
Yeah.
And it's not about the money. Like comics who make it about the money, like that's not what a festival is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know all of this, man. Yeah.
You get there. You get there. You'll get that call
Kevin's
for a
like,
festival
festival
and
as in Dasera. Kevin
It's
is like, you
Christmas
mean
for me,
like
man.
Diwali?
It's Christmas for me, man. Come on. Like, yeah, but yeah, this is like full circle, dude. I messaged you back then, and then I get to have you on my show. So that's last year I opened for him, and I was like, oh no, this is. Then I was like, oh, that was full circle, and then someday I don't know what.
Guys, am I lagging by any chance?
Yeah, Naveen, you are. Okay, now it's better.
I am lagging, is it?
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah.
Raghav, let's
Even
guess.
now the chance.
Raghav, let's guess what he's trying to say.
But
What is
still,
going to happen in the show?
I guess that he's saying
Virus. And remote.
virus.
I'm gonna sit outside.
Maybe you should open a window.
Do I look like a freaking ostrich who doesn't understand what the internet is, man? Hold on.
Why do you assume that all the other animals understand what the internet is?
Oh, dude, when did this show turn into a horror movie set?
It's a Blair Witch Project. Yay!
Okay, this is what I've had to do a few times. I think I need to hire someone to bring Wi-Fi to this part of the world. Okay. Cool. So, anyway, as I was saying this, that in the initial days, is this too dramatic? I can change it. Hold on.
It's amazing. But just
now that stash is just coming in really.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
if this
give.
is too creepy. I have something else.
Oh, strange. Now we're in an episode of Stranger Things. Cool.
But yeah, okay. So one thing that I really want to talk to you guys about is so Raghav has been in the GQ magazine, and Naveen has an article in the GQ magazine. And whenever I've seen these guys, even on stage or the fashion sense is so good. Like
We brought a B game to this show. I actually called Naveen and asked him, "What are you wearing?" Because I don't want to be shown up. Like I don't want.
What are you planning to dress up?
He called
I mean,
me like
if he was, I was. Like
he called me like we're going for a freaking wedding and asked me like, what do you want to wear? I'm like, a shirt.
Shit, man. I feel so important suddenly, dude. Thank you.
I mean, I mean, you are putting together a talk show. We've seen that you've given 100 fucks and more for this. So,
Thanks, man.
like, one should try. Like, at least that's what I believe. I mean, yeah. Also, I'm representing myself over here. Like, if I'm going to come.
Raghav is proper. Like, I dress in the sense I iron my shirt. That's how much fashion I put in. I just make sure my shirt is ironed. Raghav makes sure his belt matches his toothpaste and shit. Okay, like it's
Shoes.
What?
Shoes. The shoes. The
I
shoes.
never
man.
believed him.
It's got.
you know, and then it's not like, oh, belt is blue, socks are blue. Belt will be blue, socks are a complementation. It'll be on the color palette with blue, and he'll look, you know, it's too much. I've done fashion shoots of Raghav and all at weddings.
What?
He'll be like,
He's taking a picture. Yes. I'm like, yes.
I'm leaning on the coconut tree. Can you take a picture? And then I take pictures. Be like, can you email me the high-res pictures? I'm like, wow, I did not sign up.
Yeah, but yeah, to bring that point across, Naveen, I have money now, and I still
I
believe.
can't hear anything because it's raining really hard over here.
Amazing.
Dude, Naveen's
Kevin,
smile
you're gonna have to
and-
decide now if it's more important that I hear you speak or the audio that I promised you.
Oh no! Please! Stop the recording. You can put on the headphones, dude. It's perfectly fine.
Okay, thanks for the permission. Now I'm going to disconnect the audio and connect my earphones. Okay, hold on.
This feels like one of his characters
I
has
have to
taken
get
over
my
the
jack.
show, dude.
I have to get my jack, so I'll just pick up my jack. Sorry,
How
the
bad is it?
metronome is on my garage band. I will put it off immediately.
Oh man.
That guy just understands camera. Very few people's stories are as funny as Naveen's. In case you guys haven't seen, because he just understands camera. Like, it's kind of crazy. How, even that little bit over there, it was like,
Yeah.
it was nailed. He nailed it.
Exactly.
Like, what I would have had to practice. So, like,
See, look at his face right now. Look at his face. He's doing it perfectly, man.
Am I audible?
Yes, Naveen, we can hear you. That's the name
Very
of the
good.
show. Yeah, sorry guys.
Okay.
So one of the things that I want to really talk about today is Better Life Foundation, dude. I'm like such a big fan of that show, and I'm sure everyone in the audience has also seen that. And it takes a lot of guts to make a mockumentary in India, dude. So how did it happen?
Really, this is when a lot of the best shows I think were made. Like, you know, we got to make Better Life Foundation and Starboys was all that same brand. And basically, I pitched 5 different shows. Better Life got picked. And that's how it got made. I mean, for all you know, if the brand had picked an animated show, it would have made an animated show.
But it was a beautiful show, dude. Like, I really missed the second season because it's not there, but it was such a beautiful show, and I was so crazy about that show that I remember downloading it on my school Wi-Fi.
What?
Oh
man.
It was that phase, you know, where you can take your phones to school, and that episode was releasing that day. So
Yeah.
I just downloaded it on YouTube, and I was like, because I need to watch it right now. It's so good. So yeah, man.
That's so sweet, man. You know, that show, it didn't get like 1 million views, but the kind of lives, like for instance, I will get a screenshot of it being screened at Whistling Woods or something. I'm like, what? They using this as theory and all. I'm like, man, we did that much, so we were happy with it, man.
Is there a torrent file we can get for the second season?
Yeah, you'll have to talk to me on the side. Not a torrent, no, I'm not saying it's a torrent, but I'll see what I can do.
Just kidding, man.
No, but I'll see what I can do to help.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
I'd
But
love for you to watch it. Yeah.
Raghav, before you got into comedy, you had a job in bartending, dude. And
Yes.
I've heard a lot of like you talking about it a lot in like when we are in open mics and also, and like it sounds very interesting. So
The bartending thing. When I was new as a professional bartender, what you would get is you don't make it like in a proper bar. You don't make a drink if a waiter tells you that hey, somebody's ordered a Manhattan. You have to wait for a slip to come out of the billing machine before you start making it. And a slip came out of the billing machine. It's called a KOT or a BOT, a bar order ticket, and it said a large Balvenie 12, a large double black label, and a large Chivas 18. The bills, this bill would have been worth like about like 10 grand or something, or 8 grand, a lot of money for 3 drinks, right? 3 large drinks. And I start to pull these bottles out, like the one after the other. And then my bar captain at the time comes up to me and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "That's what the order says." He's like, "Yeah, but it's from the excise people. We don't serve them that." So like, and then we open the bar cabinet and a bottle of Royal Challenge comes out, which isn't even on the menu, by the way. It's reserved for special occasions like this when excise motherfuckers come and want free drinks. And and he goes and pours it in all of them and then he serves them. I'm like, "Aren't you fucking afraid that they'll get caught?" He's like, "Dude, they've asked it for with soda. I've diluted it all with soda. Once you put soda in a whiskey, it's harder to tell them apart, even though you can. So I don't care." And they all drank it. Like they drank booze. They thought they would. They didn't say anything. They totally drank booze, thinking that they're getting 8 grand for free. You know why that probably happens? Because to every bar they go to, they probably get Royal Challenge when they ask for this shit. Because bartenders are like, "Fuck these bitches, they drink for free." Like, I mean,
what is Naveen doing, man?
he's setting the bar low.
We've been waiting for that joke. We planned that out actually 3 days ago. Raghav was like, "You go under the table, I'm going to do that joke." Actually, we were like, Raghav was like, "Listen, pretend like internet's not working inside. Come outside with your torch and start sliding under the table. Then I'm going to do the bar is too low joke." Assuming that Kevin brings up the bar question and then we will lead into this. That was the plan all along.
Yeah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of the show. So, oh gosh. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Raghav Mandava and Naveen. Thank you so much, guys.
I'm clapping for you guys in the audience.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but thank you so much, guys. This was great. Thanks, Raghav. Thanks, Naveen. I'll see you in the after party on Google Meets. So you can just turn off your cameras right now. And
Bye,
Okay,
guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Kevin, all the very best. I hope you
Thanks.
keep doing
Nice
more of
hanging
these.
out, guys.
Bye.
Nice hanging out.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
You know what? It was a really fun episode, dude. I really enjoyed myself. I mean, at least the second half. But if you feel the same, then like, share, comment, and subscribe. And wait for our next episode. Oh, wait, it's the finale next week, dude. We're going to finish the season. 5 episodes only, but I can still call it a season. I know, right? And I'm really glad I completed the circle with Raghav and Naveen. I mean, not that circle that you're thinking about. If you're here, you know which circle I'm talking about. And as for Subin and his intern, I mean, what is happening? Matthew?
Yes, sir.
Matthew, please turn on the lights. I need to check this out. क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? Sorry.